Nigerian Television Authority.
I'm Ayodele Uzubakun, TVC News.
And of course, guys, our guest isn't that funny? He's our guest, but he's hosting us in his office. Good to see you, everybody, sir.
Thank you very much, Benga.
A lot has happened since the last time you faced this area of cameras. We've seen the establishment of the Women Affairs Development Secretariat, and of course, the swearing in of the Mandate Secretary. We've seen so many other things. You've practically been on the move every day. Let's start with these issues one after the other. Perhaps we should start with the one that is generating the most controversy right now. And that has to do with the insistence of the FCT administration that C of O's, if you want C of O's or you want to renew or so, you have to pay 5 million naira. And that is generating a lot of controversy. How did you come about this sum of 5 million naira in the first place?
Well, Benga, thank you very much. And that is why sometimes it's very important to have this chat in order to educate the public. The FCT administration never insisted that there will be a charge of 5 million naira per CFO. What happened was that before I came on board, there was this contract awarded by the Federal Executive Council for certain people to, on behalf of the FCT, to collect CFOs for mass housing. And when I came on board, I said, I don't understand how this kind of contracts could be awarded. We have a lot of issues pertaining to the developers of those mass housing. And so many people who bought houses have been clamoring for security of their property, and for commercial purposes, they need to have the CFO of the property they bought. And it means that the developer have only one CFO for, say, in an estate that has over 500 houses. And how could that be? So I said, look, the FCT on its own can collect on this, can collect by itself. Again, there are people who had land or who allocated land in the area councils. And you know that by the FCT Act, all land belongs to the FCT. No area council has power to allocate land to you and issue you any CFO. And in order to remedy some of these anomalies, we set up a task force to say, listen, we don't want to go back to cause some problems for those that were allocated land and given certificates by the area councils. And so what we will do, we will say, okay, let's forget about the allocation, but we can now properly document it by issuing you CFOs. And then for the mass houses. And so the task force came up that, look, because of what we are trying to introduce now, which we have gotten the verbal approval of Mr. President, we're just merely waiting for the official, that there are a lot of discrepancies, a lot of cloning of CFOs. And so we have come up with an idea that every allottee who seeks for CFO, who applied for CFO, that must supply his NIN number, that's national identity number. So that, take for example, Benga has a CFO, you will see his NIN number. That will also help in terms of security checks. And so all we need in this property, after all, so many people can answer the same name. So somebody can answer. You can't say you're the only one who somebody can answer Frank Amadi, for example. Another person can answer Frank Amadi, for example. So in the system, you can say Frank Amadi. Which of the Frank Amadi? But with the new number, two persons can have one new number. So everybody has a new number. And so this is one of the features we are going to put in the new CFO. 2, if it's a corporate bodies don't go with the name number. So each corporate body, if you have a property, you must put a BVN. Right? Now, even in this case of introducing this name in the CFO, so many people are not even registered. So that also makes them to go and register. Now, but these are features that will be incorporated in the CFO.
For the future?
These are fixtures.
So is it for those who want to collect in the future, or will you also have for those who already have?
Not even those who have. We are going to do a recertification. So that everybody that has had CFO will come back for recertification, so that we'll incorporate this name number.
And they have to pay your money.
I'm coming. I'm just coming, so that you don't need to rush. Those who have CFO before don't need to pay this money. Why else you can pay maybe 50,000 naira. Corporate body maybe 100,000 naira. Because you already have CFO. All you are doing is to recertify in order to incorporate these new fixtures. And then you will see so many things will come up. It helps in terms of security. It helps to improve our revenue generation. There are so many people who own about 7 properties. You know that? Now, it will not identify them. I know they are supposed to pay taxes. For security, all over the world. They identify, oh, this house, they go to the system and look at the system and find out that it's Benga. What is the problem here? Benga has to be accountable. Right? So, you're not looking at it at the revenue base. So, what I did, for those who have not had CFO, where you have this mass housing. So, when they came out, I said, look, we have to have a whole interactive section. I think for the first time, I can sit in my office and take a decision. Yes, you will clamor, oh, it's too high. I agree with you. But again, you still need the CFO. But I said, no, let's go and have interactive section with all the stakeholders, developers, and those who are bought from the developers. So everybody was there. We allowed about 6 people to speak. It was very interesting. I'm sure when you came in this morning, you would have watched the documentary. So the task force proposed 5 million. And the stakeholders said, no, let it be reduced. Are you going to do it on those whose property is 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom, 1 bedroom, as the case may be? But again, you understand that CFO is not giving based on whether it is 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom. It's the land. All right? It's the land. The only difference is that when you have, like, say, 3,000 square meters of land, and I have 1,000 square meters of land, in your annual rent per ground rent, you can't pay the same. Right? Okay. But in issuance of CFO, it's the same. I don't know whether your collection of CFO is the same. But annual ground rent are not. You don't pay the same.
I thought you said that you consider if you change whether or not everybody should pay the same amount of CFO.
No, I said we were not considering that stakeholders meeting for the mass housing, not for those who have already had CFO. Right? So at the end of the day, I told them, no, we need to reduce it. And it was reduced to about 3.5 or what. Okay. So this...
Across board?
Yes. So this rumor of is not correct. And that's why people should actually... And the people were happy that this was the first time in their history to sit down with the minister to discuss, to interact, to ask questions. Why this? And when I explained everything to them, they all marveled. Take, for example, I asked them simple. Do you know the salary of FCT in a month?
The salary bill?
Yes.
How much?
About 8.9 billion.
Wow.
Right? That is not the pension and the rest of it. That is not other allowances, attached to it. Now, when you go to FAC, so many people say that FCT collects 1%. They don't ask 1% of what? Is it 1% of the money to be shared by the Federation in a month? Or 1% of what is allocated to the federal government? We don't collect 1% of the Federation money, no. We collect 1% of what is allocated to the federal government. Ordinarily, it should have 1% of the entire Federation. But as it is today, this is what is being collected. So if federal government collects 500 billion in a month from the Federation account, what is 1% of 500 billion? 5 billion. So we have salary of 8.9, right? Now,
have you factored in this new increment?
I'm just saying, yes.
Because
it's almost 9.9 now. Okay. If you also add this increment,
so that's more.
Yes. Now it will even be more. Now, you now ask yourself, how do you pay salaries? You fall back to what? IGR. There are countries that solely depend on their IGR taxes. So you cannot say that what we are collecting now is illegal. No. All I explained to them, see where we are, see the situation. If you are not told, you have this assumption that there's so much money. I told you there's not so much money, but there's so much potential.
Okay. Tell us
which
about...
ought to be actualized.
All right. Tell us about this IGR. In the last 3 months, we've seen your effort to trying to improve the revenue profile of the FCT. Yeah. So we want to know where exactly are we and what are you doing to show it up?
I can tell you, okay, take for example, over the years, nobody has been able to enforce the payment of ground rent. I came aboard, I said, listen, it can't be business as usual. It can't be business as usual. You have property, you allocated CFO, you are given a CFO to back up your property. In that CFO, you are told to be paying annual rent, ground rent, of so amount, say about 100,000 annually. For the past 15 years, you didn't pay. Some people, for the past 20 years, they've never paid. And you know Nigeria, nothing will happen. And I came and said, no, something will happen. You have to pay. If you don't pay...
the FCT previous administrations also culpable with this? Because if your life
I have told you
depends on how much you generate and you are not making efforts
but first of all, why are you saying previous? You yourself is a covenant. Why are you coming for someone to force you? You know, every year, like take for example, I'm a tenant, for example, and I'm supposed to be paying 1 million naira every year as my rent. And the year has ended. If you're a good citizen, or if you're a good tenant, do you need your landlord to begin to chase you when you know that your rent is time for you to pay? Now, you are not saying because the administration or previous administration did not come out to push you to pay. And now we have come out and we are saying, no, you have to pay. Yeah, you know, when I came on board and said, look, if you don't pay, we are going to revoke. You know that people came out to say, look, you think that Abuja is a river state, this and that. I know that Abuja is not river state. That is why they say here is Abuja and that place is a river state. You know, Nigerians are people that look, nobody wants to, but I say you must pay. Now, seeing that, yes, we mean what we have said, if you don't pay, we will revoke. And we have been doing that, and people are not queuing up to pay. Go to the ages. People are queuing up. And that has now increased our IGR. Now, there are also other areas that we have not tapped in. So many, maybe the previous administration, you don't look into it. Property tax is there. Business gain tax is there. You see, as a government, it's your duty to see the laws that allows you to raise funds for the governing of their area. So, this decision we took is paying off. I can tell you, as at the time I came, what was being collected, about 12, 13, 14 billion.
On property tax?
Yes. No.
IGR. Monthly?
So, totally?
Yes. Totally.
Monthly?
It's not yearly, it's monthly. Now, but what we have done today, 1 month going to 20 something.
Billion.
Yes. And our idea now, before, when they pay IGR, they spend it daily. I said, no, we won't do that again. Every money paid to the IGR account till the end of the month. Right? If today, this month will end 30th, right?
Yes.
At the end of the month, say by 3rd of December, we'll look at what is there. How much is that? 25 billion. Fine. Where are our priority projects? Attach this project to the sum of 4 billion, for example. Attach this project for the sum of 3 billion. Attach the project for this. Tell to the contractors. Let them go back to work. Beautifully for us. Because the Mr. President, who I will see, know that governance, there must be a business, must be taken as business-like. You see abandoned projects in FCT, everywhere. What was the cause?
Lack of funding?
Not just lack of funding, but we are not allowed to participate in a wider financial transaction. All our money goes to CBN. All the IGR goes to CBN. Right? We can't borrow money from CBN. We can't borrow money from CBN. Now, what the president did, the only way you can survive this, pull them out from the TSA. Right? If you pull us out from the TSA, we can now go to the wider financial market. We cannot just say, Bank A, listen, we need 200 billion to carry out our projects. How do you pay us? We'll attach our IGR to you. Right? Give us this 200 billion. Take 5 billion, for example, every month.
From the IGR account.
From the IGR account. To liquidate this 200 billion. If we have 20 billion, for example, and the bank has given us 200 billion upfront, and they are taking 5 billion in order to liquidate the 200 billion, maybe in 2, 3, 4 years, right? Yeah. We have applied this 200 billion for projects.
That's the reverse model.
That's fine. Before you know, you have achieved all you wanted to achieve. Okay. But before, when this money was being paid to the central bank, we only take as it comes. And there was no meaningful use for it.
Okay. Could you clarify a little bit? When you spoke about property tax, are you saying the law currently allows you to collect property tax?
Yes,
or
very well.
So you will enforce that now?
Of course, we have already come out with them. In fact, the revenue board and the economic planning department, they're already working. They're already engaging the stakeholders. So the details of that, but whether it's allowed by law, yes.
Okay. But with the enforcement of that policy, we're a human face. In the sense, I mean, taking into consideration that there's enough blame to go around the two parties there, the defaulters and the FCT administration, not necessarily your administration, previous administrations that didn't see the compulsion in this.
When you talk about human face,
for instance, if I'm owing like for 15 years and calculate what I'm owing 15 years, it will be human to ask me to pay once.
No, we are not collecting property tax
retroactively.
No.
Okay.
It is starting now. We're not saying over the years. No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
We're not doing that. So that people don't.
Okay, but Minister, I was just wondering, pardon me, please. You know, when you also mentioned C of O now, and that you will also go back for those who will come for revalidation. Recertification. Yeah. I read somewhere where you were speaking about you having been given fake C of O.
No. Let me tell you what we found here. Not giving me. As a state government, when I was a governor, not giving me.
Okay.
I'm talking about a state government applied.
They gave the state government fake C of O.
Yes. And we thought that we had a property or property. So, in fact, my liaison officer then brought the certificate. 3. Behold.
They were fake.
So, if
property never existed, but was given to us here. So what is going on? So
what if someone comes for recertification now?
Yeah.
And then the person finds out, or the agency finds out what they was given was fake. What do they do? Is it themselves or the FCT that will be culpable?
No, first of all, when you say, what I mean by fake, there's no such property.
Okay.
Oh.
There's no such property at all, but they have given us CFO. That's the point I'm trying to make. How do you give me a CFO when there's no property? It doesn't exist.
That suggests a deeper problem.
That's what
both in the ages and probably in some other places.
You see, when you have come to make some changes, you know, one thing you must find in us human beings, we don't like changes. But change is inevitable. People want things done the same way. There are people who benefit from it. As I came, you must also know there will be a fight against it. Now, this position you are taking, people will fight against it. But I was resolute. And I said, it doesn't matter. Go to social media, say whatever you want to say. I must implement these changes. Now, take for example, how government, the land belongs to government. Government says, I'm going to bring out 400 hectares of land. Government says, I'm going to provide infrastructure where FCT has awarded a contract to provide infrastructure in that 500 hectares of land to the tune of 86 billion naira. We have the land. We provide funds. Now they want to enter into agreement. Listen, to developers, according to them, for the developer to build affordable houses, I don't know who defines affordable houses, and sell, no one naira comes to government. Have you ever seen that? I bought the land. I bought the money to provide infrastructure. Then you now come and tell me that you want to build and sell, according to you, affordable houses. No problem. What is our own benefit? So you sell you take 100% profit, and I said no. Do you know when I said I will cancel this transaction? Who are the beneficiaries? The civil servant, the staff, there are those who are telling you they will build affordable. Who determines what is affordable? So when I called them that I was going to cancel this, if you see the way the director in charge of that project, it's like she should faint. I said, madam, what's happening to you? So said, okay, you go cancel that. I said, what do you mean? Okay, it's cancelled. I said, go and get me the file. Do you know, immediately I left office here, calls from everywhere. I said, what kind of country are we in?
Did you succumb?
Succumb? I have already appended my signature. Why do I succumb to such a thing? You know, it is very, I laugh. Another thing that happened, you know, in this place, you find out the way our people think. Sometimes they go ethnic. Because I'm an Igbo man. Because I'm an Hausa Fulani. Because I'm a Yoruba man. Then if that can work, they go to religion. He's doing this because I'm a Muslim. He's doing this because I'm a Christian. The only people that have not come to say is that I don't worship God. That's why he's doing this. But you must show leadership. You must be firm and say, this is what I'm going to do. I saw a file. FCT entered into an agreement with a developer. I don't know how, and then in that contract, FCT is going to charge, will pay to the contractor some charges, on land charges. They said, Katakbe. And the federal government approved that contract for this developer to provide infrastructure. And the contract sum was 61 billion. Now, somehow, the business collapsed. Part of the problem was from the contractor. Why? He said he took funds from bank, and because the FCT was not paying their own part, the charges they are supposed to collect from the abortees. But the FCT said, no, who will be giving you, who will say bank, pay him this, because this is the milestone he has done. He can't be collecting money from bank. No. You've not done up to this. And a bank is paying you money. We should be the one to say, you have done this milestone. Therefore, pay him this. So somewhere, you know what? How they got it and agreed, the contract are closed, that LCD should not pay back to them 58 billion. Look, I had migraine. What was the percentage of the job done? 23%. I said, what kind of business? And Federal Executive Council approved it. I said, Federal Executive approved that we should pay 58 billion of the contract of 61 billion, that only 23% was done. They said, no, it's just that the Minister of Finance will pay them, then with the doctor. I said, what is Minister of Finance? It's still we. It's the FCT. So I summoned so you know how this place operates. I called those who were in charge. I said, you people succumb to this and sign this. Now I'm here, I should pay the 58 billion. I called the FCT to the council. I said, look, let's discuss about this. You, general counsel, you're a lawyer, yes? You, tell me. So, tell me. Are you telling me that if you are sitting in this table, or I'm sitting on this table, on this chair, you will pay the company? And when we will finish that meeting, all my friends were calling me. oh boy, you know, this thing, you have to take it easy. It's not your father's job, you know. I said, which one is not my father's job?
So clearly there's corruption involved in that matter.
You can see, look, it is terrible. Look, sometimes you wonder whether we can come out of this. And you will be blackmailed. You will be blackmailed. Sometimes I see certain payment. That's what is this?
But this particular issue, how did you end?
Of course, I'm taking it back to the Federal Council.
Okay.
So council.
Yes, for review.
Yeah.
Yes, I will
took
take it
the
back.
decision for.
Let them look at it.
Okay. Are you prepare a convincing brief on that for FEC?
Leave that for me.
Since FEC took the
I don't need to
original
tell
decision.
you whether I'm going back to FEC. You don't need to ask me whether I prepared a convincing.
Yeah, because it's like FEC overruling
Am I
itself.
going to carry paper? FEC take.
FEC overruling itself.
What is it? I mean, the council can review previous decision. But of course, it's true. You can award a contract and come back to say no. This contract, we have to look into it. It's not something will go ahead. So many things have happened. So many things have happened. It's just that we want to move on. Okay, ask yourself a question. Why, before I came, why was it that contractors were not on site? Simple. You constantly pay money in trivialities.
You said there were variations.
If I don't want to go into the issue of variation, it is alarming. With my experience, former as a minister, I can tell you this authoritatively. Government prices are higher in contract than any other thing. I can tell you that 3 times. Let me tell you. Contractors have this impression, which is sometimes correct, that government don't pay on time. So they put all together. So even if they don't pay in 2-3 years, they are still within their. But again, without you knowing, within that 2-3 years, they come back for variation. When they come to me, I say, hey, see them. You know, I was a minister here. You know, I was a governor. Tell me, this price you are giving me here, 1 kilometer road here, which is in a dry land, laterite, is much more higher than 1 kilometer road I do rivers. Even with a very board of the reputable contractors. We use sharp sand. We use mixed cement. And you're using just ordinary laterite here on dry land. And look at the cost. I said, no, I'm not going to accept this. I'm not going to accept it. The only thing you can hold me responsible, am I paying? Which, of course, I will pay.
Honorable Minister, we had this discussion the last time. You know, we just mentioned it, you know, a little bit earlier in the discussion, and that is the huge wage bill of the FCT. You just mentioned that, you know, the new arithmetic is pushing it up to 10 billion, if you say 9.9. Is that an albatross, for instance, for your work? That is one. Then two, are you considering, because I think you were alarmed even when it was about 8 billion when you were talking to resident doctors. Are you looking at perhaps also reviewing why it has gotten to that number?
I have to say this. I came and I said we are going to do forensic audit of staff. Let's actually know this number of staff. I was just 3 days ago. 3 months as I was appointed. And you know you can't carry everything at the same time. You take each one after the other. But you know our people, and which will happen. By the time you do this now, labor will come with politics. I mean, it's alarming that FCT should have this number of stamps for this wage bill. I can't believe it.
Do you have the numerical strength?
I'm told it's about 38,000. So ethnicity will come, religion will come, Politics will come in.
But thankfully, so you won't succumb, so you will go ahead and do it.
Like I've told you, anything I say I will do it. You see, the moment I have the backing of the Princess and President, and he said, go ahead with this, I will go ahead. Because why do I do that always? Politics will come in.
Yeah.
Politics will come in. Oh, you know, he's not a member of our party. Oh, he's trying to spoil the image. You know those kind of things. Politics will come in. Ethnicity will come in. The other big instrument, religion will come in. They will fire you religion, they will fire you politics, they will fire you ethnicity. And then all sorts of campaign. They will even go to bishops. They will go to imams. To issue statements. To issue statements. And you just say, look.
Yeah, but Honorable Minister, if there isn't any, if there are no measures to ensure that, look, because you complained about the wage bill, variations, things not going on right, and corruption in different places, but if we haven't heard or see measures to ensure that, look, if people keep embarking on this kind of thing, they will face the music. They will feel there's no reason why they shouldn't do it again tomorrow.
First of all, I didn't come here to prosecute anybody. If I say this thing will not continue, and somebody wants to continue with it, then you have given me room to say, no, I won't allow this. You have to face the... But I wouldn't have said, oh, this is what they did before, then let me go and prosecute. Even by you doing that, you may not be able to go on with your job.
So you are drawing a line?
Yes, I'm focused, but I say, okay, it happened yesterday, it will not continue to happen today. If it continues, you face the wrath of the law.
So we have drawn a line on all of those issues. Course. And do I add the issue of land grabbing as well, multiple allocation of lands?
Can I tell you, there was a case I was settling. FCT allocated the land to one of the companies in 2001, over 300 hectares, 2001. Revoked it in 2002, thereabouts, and reallocated it to another company, right? In 2005, we revoked it, and reallocated to the initial, without giving notice
to the allotment.
So even the second person that was reallocated. Then in 2009, he revoked that again and allocated to another company.
In third company?
Oh my God.
300 acres.
Let's
Yes.
have,
You know, and one of them, I have known him very well. Each time he gets court order against FCT over land. So I sat there. I was listening to them. I said, I know you. I said, it should not happen again. Next week, God keeping us alive, I will inaugurate the legal team external solicitors who have arranged over 25 senior advocates to defend the FCT on our land matters. You know what happens here? Even this legal secretariat will tell you to sue. They will sue and they will not defend it. They won't go to court. It's business. It's like a tearing. They won't go to court. So you say judgment against FCT. Judgment. I said, what is going on here? I said, okay. Give me all the files. Yes, it will be expensive for us. But we must do it in a way that it will also help us. We are going to pay the bill to external solicitors. Nobody will go and compromise them. You go and study under them. We have Director Legal in Aegis, Director Legal in FCD. Then we have Solicitor General here and we have General Counsel here with lawyers. Now, when they sue FCD, they serve them. They sue me, they serve them there. The lawyer will sign Well, my office will not know that I've been sued. Because FCT is still FCT. I said, no, I won't do this again. Everybody collapsed. You have only one legal secretariat. I don't want to legally FCT, so everybody collapse. Come here. Be under the general council. Of course. Whoa, why would that happen, this and that? Oh. They even tell them now to sue me, so the matter will linger on, that I will, in the next 3-4 years, I'm out.
So there's like a cartel.
It's a cartel.
People doing this.
And for you to bust that cartel, you must be very, very prepared. And for me, I'm prepared. I will face it. It doesn't matter. Okay. If you like, buy all the blogs anywhere in the world to say this about me. I don't even bother myself. Yes, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Your Excellency, if we move a little bit from the obstacles to some of the possibilities, we're seeing, some infrastructure being put in place. Road, for instance, driving into this place, we'll see some heavy duties around that. You was it 2 days ago or 3 days ago? You had a tour. You've seen some of the jobs. What is your assessment? Are you still do you still have the same feelings in our first interview in terms of whipping people to shape to make sure that the jobs are delivered on time, or are you
No.
We also hear that some of these projects are actually on timeline for commissioning.
Yes.
Next year by Mr. President for his first.
Now you see, we're all given targets. Mr. President has set targets. And we have signed that memorandum of understanding, deliverables. For me, Mr. President will 1 year, May 29. I'm not going to be 1 year. It's not me that's celebrating. But Mr. President is celebrating, I'm celebrating. Right? Now, what are you celebrating? What can you say for the people of Abuja, for the FCT, what have you done? Mr. President, then he will look at me. Minister.
How far?
How far? What can you show? Sir, yes. We can show a lot of things, sir. Infrastructure-wise, sir, yes. We can show this. And so I summoned the companies. You want my money? When I mean my money, I'm not my personal money. People will go and say, I send my money. But since I'm the one representing FCT. Yes. How long can you finish this job? Sir, if you give us this money, we can finish it April ending. Yeah, sure? Okay. General Council, come. What? Put an agreement. I'm going to be giving you 1 billion naira every month. Are you satisfied? Yes, sir. I'm going to give you 4 billion naira every month. Are you satisfied? Yes, sir. I'm going to give 5 billion. Are you satisfied? Yes, sir. Fine. Well, put it. Agreement. Sign. I know what that has done. It has given them confidence. In fact, without even, they come. Say, sir, even the ones you have not added here, we are going to work. We know you will pay. And what have I done now? I've written to Mr. President about supplementary budget so as we will be able to pay these contractors and finish the job before May 29. We are not asking them, we have the money now. Do you understand me? We have the money, but we can't spend it because it was not in the budget. Our statutory budget, not the national budget. There are projects at national budget that have been funded by national budget. There are projects that on statutory budget that have been funded through the statutory budget. So, take for example, the VP's residence that was awarded 2007. 2010. 13 good years. 13 good years. Abandoned. I called the bigger. Can you finish this for me? He said, yes. Okay. Ordinarily, that project ought to be national budget. We have to bring it to statutory budget so I can finish that project by before May 29. The one Mr. Developer is constructing B1, B4, B6. Can you finish it? Yes, sir. How much do you need? 6 billion. Okay. See the way we pay it. Fine. It's almost, they're rushing it to finish it. Why do you want a B12, which will be finished by, that's very long because the flyover, latest November next year. We have the 1 year, the villa where you see CGC, with four
lanes.
Yes. By CGC, to be finished by before May 29. There's one center called is doing that gets to the Christian Economic Center. It will finish. So some of the projects are going to be finished. The access roads to the metro line will all be finished.
Mohammed Minister, does your ministerial MOU require you to...
The minister didn't give us the supplementary budget,
for which one?
Size of the supplementary budget.
No, we asked,
he talked about
we asked for President to transmit. You are approved, but just to transmit to National Assembly. A 61 billion.
61 billion.
This
That's
61
the total
billion,
package.
yes, is tied
to
specific
projects.
Tied to specific projects, which we want to launch by the grace of God. When President will be telling Nigerians 1 year in office, what I've been able to do.
Okay.
I don't want to lag behind. I don't want to because the president he's here in Abuja, and then he would say, Minister Dix, what can we show for my 1 year in office? What can you say?
Does that MOU require you to deliver on such projects every year?
Of course.
Every minister must deliver every year.
Well, you see, some people will say first quarter, third quarter, whatever. But I think it's yearly. You cannot, you must have to show in every year what I've been able to put down.
Honorable Minister,
and then at the end of the year, and at the end of the 4 years, Mr. President will be able to say, while I was in office for 4 years, this was what I was able to do. Take it sectorially.
I'm talking about
sectorially.
Honorable Minister, in terms of deliverables.
Yes.
And when the president made a comment about the metro line, he just mentioned the side roads.
Yes,
he said he wants to ride on the metro line.
Fine. And I did promise to Mr. President that, look, we are ready. You are going to ride on this metro line. But we have a snag, which I have written to him. The snag is this. The award of the contracts were done Naira component and dollar component. It's unfortunate. Now, we don't have problem in terms of the Naira component. We have problem in terms of the dollar component. So I said, look, sir, I don't know where FCT will go and get $7 million to pay to, what do you call it? CCE. The Naira component will have the money. So I've written to him to intervene, which I believe, because it's a major project, and that's why we're rushing the access roads, so that communities can have access to the train station.
Can you deliver that in 4 years?
Which
4 years or 1 year?
He's talking about 1 year.
The access roads.
No, the rail project.
The president.
This project, if the president will ride on it in May 29. That's why we are. In fact, I have written to the Minister of Finance. I said, listen, the supplementary budget of 2023 national budget, which Mr. President has assented to, I've written to the Minister of Finance, give us our money because these projects are time targeted. Right? If you don't give us, we told Mr. President 8 months. Right? And we have lost 2 months. So we have about 6 months. So we need this money now so that we'll be able to execute on time, which is one of the deliverables we must give out.
If I could just follow up on that transport bit.
Yes.
What plan do you have, and when will FCT residents get a mass transit system?
Good news for you. December we are launching vehicles for the mass transit. December. Again, it's part of the statutory, it's part of the supplementary budget we submitted from supplementary to transmit to the National Assembly. They funded there so that we have already anticipated the National Assembly will pass it. We've started doing the procurement process so that as it comes, will not be delayed. So, like I said, we have the money in our account. All we are seeking for is approval, passage by the National Assembly for us to be able to spend.
How many are we looking at here?
Both buses and taxis put together, blah, 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 for the first phase. We will not get, the first phase we are doing will be restricted within Abuja, Maitama areas, all these Gariki, Wuse, because we want to stop this one chance. There will no opportunity for one chance because you don't have it. Why would you go and enter any taxi that is not Abuja the transport system? Why would you do that? Then you are the one looking for the problem.
So will the buses be CNG buses?
Well, not, the CNG will come. This is the normal buses and normal taxis. We are but painted in Abuja. Now, those buses or taxis will apply. When you go to Asokoro, where you see all this keke about, we are going to phase them out. Remember, I said before, why would we allow them? Because there's no alternative. Now we are providing an alternative. With all due respect, we can't allow that.
Are you doing that immediately?
I said we are going to launch it in December.
Into facing them out?
By January, they should be out.
So wait, what about those of them that can?
I'm not talking about the entire Abuja now.
Okay.
So that you take it phase by phase, area by area. For me, Matama, Asokoro, all these are, you see, when people come outside the country,
that's like the municipal.
Yes, and the impression they get, what kind of city is this? It's not organized.
So will you allow those of them who can transit from probably Keke Napep to also integrate into this next phase? So you don't have so many people.
If they are good drivers, we deploy them to be part of it. But the people should understand that we must make it as a city. There's no sentiment about it. There's no sentiment about, you want to make people not have the economic life. No. We'll phase it out to where you can operate, but not within the city.
Right.
Now, we are also putting to repairs all our buses that have been parked there for nobody knows number of years. We are spending over almost 600 million naira to put them in place. And then those buses would now come on to apply to like areas like Nyanya. You understand me? Areas.
And the satellite town.
All those areas. The rest of them, put them there.
All right.
Those who are coming to work will have the opportunity to apply those luxurious buses.
Right.
Those going to all these Nyanya will have the opportunity to apply those luxurious buses. But again, like I said, this is no political statement. It's a statement of reality that we are ready. We are ready.
Honorable Minister, we need to go on a quick break. About 2-3 minutes. We'll be right back. Of course, that gives you some breather as well. So we go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
July, Screen Perfect sets the stage ablaze with sizzling auditions in various cities in Nigeria. Over 3,000 talents, 18 contestants, were selected. Only one winner will emerge. Find out who becomes the next rising superstar. Don't miss the drama, emotion, and unforgettable moments on Star Times. Screen Perfect, where dreams come true and stars are born. Watch 18 hot talents reenact popular Nollywood scenes and compete for 10 million naira and stardom. Judged by Nollywood finest Ejike Asiedu, Shafi Bello, Bolanle Minolowo, and with Damilola Adegite as host. Screen Perfect airs every Sunday at 8 p.m. on ST Nollywood Plus and ST Novella E, only on Star Times, starting September 24th. Screen Perfect is sponsored by Indomie and supported by Star Times. Entertain your family.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. Are you worried about the safety and security of your home at night? Do you wish to know when intruders come close to your home? Or do you want to protect what matters to your family from anywhere at any time? What if there was a convenient, affordable way to keep surveillance on your home without having to worry about wires, installations, or heavy light bills? Introducing the incredible Sidebulb HD Cam, the robotic 360-degree two-way torque camera with action tracking technology. Sidebulb is the ultimate solution for discreet and powerful surveillance. It's so easy to install, and the app lets you rotate and view the video from your Sidebulb in real time from any smartphone. You can drop in from anywhere and check in with our two-way talk technology. Talk and listen at the same time.
Hello, Mommy.
Hey, sweetie. I'll be home soon, okay?
Sidebulb's advanced tracking technology locks onto motion and tracks in real time. Set the siren alarm to go up when motion is detected and keep intruders away. Check in on your home while you're away. Make sure the kids got home safely. Interact with visitors at your doorway or surprise a trespasser.
Surveillance in a light bulb. I was amazed at the 360-degree rotation. It gives me a full view of my house and I can check in on my kids. The footage is clear and the night vision is so impressive. The best part, I can add multiple side bulbs for a complete home surveillance.
I really like my Sidebulb. It's so easy to use. I just downloaded the app, I put it on my phone, and I add it up and run in about 3 minutes.
Traditional surveillance systems are bulky, expensive, and difficult to install. But with Sidebulb HD Cam's innovative design, installation is as fast as changing a light bulb, and it's made for indoor and outdoor surveillance.
The Sidebulb HD Cam is now available in Nigeria, exclusively from ShopX TV. You could be paying up to 200,000 naira for an indoor and outdoor security system that doesn't fully secure your home. But call the number on your screen now and get the Sidebulb HD Cam for just 45,000 naira and get peace of mind. And that's not all. If you call now, we'll give you an extra Sidebulb at no extra cost. That means you buy one and get one free for 45,000 naira. But wait, there's more. If you order now, you get the Sidebulb HD Cam delivered to you for free wherever you are in Nigeria. So, call the number on your screen now or visit our website to place your order while stock lasts. The proceeding was a paid presentation brought to you by ShopX TV.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking it.
Politics is defined as getting what, where, when, and how. But in the mix, many things come to play to shape the political fortune of any country.
Fall into a manhole here in the FCT. I know you put up a committee some time ago to do something. She was safe because people had to rush there to bring her out. And I know somebody else who's also injured as a result of this manhole. What's going on? What are you doing about that?
Again, that tells us that all of us owe responsibility to government. Government alone cannot. Look at how government has constructed road. Provided for security, the manhole where they would use for repairs of in terms of water line, power line. The same people, Nigerians, that are supposed to use to say, look, we appreciate what government is doing, we'll go and steal this manhole. Some of us, you will see somebody doing that, you won't even go and report to the security agencies. So we have a task force who have been doing quite well. We have prosecuted, arrested, we have arrested and we have prosecuted them. We don't come out to say, this is, when the police, the other security agencies don't come out every day to say, oh, we have arrested this number, we have prosecuted this number. They do it collectively and say maybe in every 1 month, they let members of the public know. But we have devised another strategy. In fact, that was when I went to visit, is it the Southern Park Lane of the road where it's CGC. Is it CGC? No, it's a Satako. I went to visit that project, and then I showed me the new way they are now doing the manhole so that you cannot take it away. It will be difficult. Just to discourage these boys, or discourage theft of the manhole. But it's quite embarrassing. It's quite embarrassing. And then again, we're also going after those who buy it from them. People buy it from them.
Can you trace them? I mean,
of course, when you arrest them, during investigation, they link you to where it is sold. And then we also arrest those who buy them.
Are you aware that this has also extended to street lights?
Yeah.
Solar-powered street lights.
There's nothing Nigerians cannot do. But it's unfortunate. We spend money, street light for you to beautify the place. You want to check insecurity. You see people at 2 a.m. Security men cannot be everywhere.
But that's why the Senate debated about CCTV. They asked you, the FCT minister, to do something.
They never asked me.
What did they say?
Please, I'm not even aware of anything called the CCTV. Nobody has brought it to my...
because you need that.
Yeah.
For security.
No, whatever. First of all, you also have to talk about the funding.
Yeah, but you see the files. We haven't seen any file that has to do with agreements, contract agreements of provision.
Like you said, the Senate is proving. I mean, when they write for me to appear, then I will have the facts to go and present. But the point I'm making is that CCTV is good, but it has to be done in conjunction with, say, the DGSSS, the National Security Advisor. And the funding is also key. I don't just go into a project because I want people to know that I'm going to the project. I'm going to a project, yes, it's important, but is the funding there? If the funding is there, why not? Just like, take for example, you have won a contract of 100 billion. Then in the budget you provide a 1 billion. What kind of project is that? How will it go? How many years? That project will not see the light of the day. How would I say I'm awarding project a contract of 44 billion and it's supposed to last 2 years? Then in your yearly budget you provide a 2 billion. That's the year budget, 2 billion. Another year, 2 billion, 4 billion. When we're talking about 44 billion. And before you know, the variation will come. So, first of all, I have to take stock. How much is this going to cost me? Let me see the financial aspect and the technical aspect. The workability. Do you understand me? And then you must also tell me, because the funding is there, I can arrange, this contract will last me 2-3 years. Any project I cannot complete now, this opportunity I have, I won't start it.
Let's talk about...
So, but the issue of CCTV is key, but it has to be done in conjunction with the National Security Officer's Office and the the DG
SSS.
So what we are doing now, I've already hinted the DGSSS that look, we need to sit down and work out this CCTV. I don't want to go back to the old contracts and all kinds of things. Because if I do that, I won't control what I want to do. Just like I was telling you about the contract that we awarded, left hand and center, no budgeting, nothing, and then look at the whole entire Gusape. I was just looking at the file yesterday. You gave me a migraine, 120 billion. That's one contract. So how many years are you projected for that contract?
2 billion.
One big man came. Oh, my son, I live in Gusape. There are no infrastructure there. Yes, I agree with you. What about the money? But you're crying now. We're saying that they should pay so amount of money for CFO. Where do we get the money to do all these projects? Look at the Millennium Center, such an edifice that would have showcased the city of Abuja was awarded under Obasanjo at the cost of how much? 50-something billion, right? Beautiful. It has a basement that will take 2,000 cars. She will showcase our cultural traits, everything. I went there. I wanted under Obasanjo. 50-something billion. They were paying piecemeal. They paid up to 40-something billion. Project abandoned. Since 2001. I went 2023 now. Yes. How many years? How many years?
22 years.
22 years.
Will you revisit it?
Of course. It's one of the signature projects that Mr. President will go home with. Of course. Now, what did I do? I went there. I shook my head. So I called the company. I think there is a Salini. Now, they have done variation before I came of another 70-something billion. Making it 100-something billion. What do I do? But it's a major project that this city needs. It will be a tourist center. So I called the company and sat them down. This project, how many years can you finish it if you have money? They said, well, everything is about 980 billion. We can finish it in 2 years. 2 years? Yeah, sure. That's okay, I'll give you 2 years and 6 months. How do we pay? Fine. That's okay. If I give you 3 billion every month, in a year it's 36 billion, isn't it? In another year, 36 billion. It's not 72 billion. One more finish. Are you willing to do that? Now we agree we'll pay them from October, we'll pay them 3 billion, which is December, 9 billion. I have the 9 billion, so it's part of supplementary budget I submitted to President. Please transmit to the, what's it called, National Assembly, so that they can pass it, so that we can pay this company 9 billion. They are already on site now. It's a major project that Mr. President will showcase to Nigerians. I told you, I have my own is you need hope agenda. Everybody had lost hope.
Let's talk about.
So he's not. So if he presents that kind of project to residents of Abuja, I mean, you've given people hope. Oh, so really, Abuja should now be like other cities of the world. But we know that a lot of things to be done, but it's a project. Yes, it's so. If you don't take care, it's so big, but very ambitious, but it's achievable, and I'm going to achieve it. very ambitious, but it's achievable, and I'm going to achieve it.
Welfare now.
Yes.
Welfare of FCT workers.
Yeah.
Things are not looking up
Like how?
in terms of inflation rates and everything.
Well, the
What
inflation
have you,
rate, have we not increased the salary?
Yeah.
what have you done? What have you done apart from?
What will you do? First of all, we try to have in terms of palliatives. This healthy tool will provide something. Now, take for example, one thing they all want, which we have done, is where there's no hope for them to grow.
That's the FCT.
No hope for them to grow.
FCT civil
For all the years, yes. They've all suffered. They don't have the promotion come here. So, when I briefed Mr. President, he said, look, the law is there. Why is it that nobody wants to implement it? You know why? Power tussle. What's the power tussle? With all due respect, it's not personal. It shouldn't be personal. But every head of service has refused that. Why? You want to be in charge of posting of permanent secretaries to FCT. Every head of service that has come. That's why we say it shouldn't be personal. Look at the law passed by National Assembly. People cannot get to permanent secretary level. They cannot get to. But Mr. President saw it and said, look, no, we can't do this. This is people's life career. Why do you make them not to grow? He said, look, go and implement it. Go and set up the Civil Service Commission. The day that was announced, go and see the jubilation. Oh, I can grow now.
Is it up and running already?
Just take it stage by stage.
To level 17 officer can come.
Just 1 month. You don't just the next day. No. You get office for them. You have to make sure they should be ready. But what is important is that approval has been given, you must implement. If there are challenges, we now look at how to solve those challenges.
It does.
So that alone gives them joy. Do you know that as somebody stamps you don't want to grow in your career? What is the motivation for you to work? What welfare can you give me? What increment of salary can you give me that I cannot grow? No. That alone gives them satisfaction. So when you say welfare of workers, I don't know. You want us to pay their children's school fees? No, tell me, because
so there's some allowances that they've not paid, and why do you have delay in salaries?
No, there are no delays in salaries, with due respect. There are no delays in salaries as paid as at when due. Allowances as paid as when due. They bring the file, I approve, is paid. So, those are the entitlements. You cannot deny them. But there are some ones I don't agree, not allowances, travels. Let me tell you. I came here. Somebody said they had approval to travel to study land administration in America. What is that? I mean, what is that? To go and study land in America? What? How does that? How does? If you say you are going to Lagos to look at how their land administration is working, did you understand me? I will approve. The system of America, federal system, organized well. Is it what is done here? Even the law says FCT should be treated as a state. Even though it's a federal capital territory, people treat us as MDA. We are not MDA. We have our own commissioners, which is commanding secretaries. We have our own general counsel, who's like attorney general. We have a solicitor, who's like a solicitor general of the state or the federal government. But when it comes to allowing certain things, oh, no. Even later communication letters to us, they refer as MDA. Well, so I told the young man, I said, look, you know the way you just feel that You want to give me a bad name that, oh, I have approval to travel to America, or this kind of minister self. If you small thing, I will make from there. I said, look, it doesn't make sense. If you want me to dash you money, I will find money and dash you money. But don't tell me that you are going to America to learn about land administration. You know, I mean, it's not convincing to me. So he came back. Sasa, help me. Help me. And you see the approval. The former minister gave him. I said, so why don't you travel since that? You know, I don't allow this type of thing. I don't allow it. That's okay.
You have to.
I didn't help you. That's okay. It's an approval that has been made. But the point I'm making is, those words, when you come, I will not agree. I will not agree. Just like I told you, ESCO the other day, I said, listen, this is a pattern of budget, it won't work. It will not work. I'm going to do 70-30. 70 capital, 30 to recurrent. Look, we can't spend all our money recurrent. People, you see, I went to N20, being done by Gilmore, who's one of the Revenue President Commission. Look at the happiness as I came for inspection. Look at the happiness. I asked them, are you happy? Say yes. Say why? Sir, this road, the contractor don't come out with the sofa. Now say she don't come now. See the road now don't come back. I say, see him. Don't go night and I say, President say, and go bring back the hope. Look at it. They say, yeah, they don't see him now. Now, I want something for that people will see that the administration has done.
Are the women happy? The women of Abuja? Well, particularly after you have given them a mandate secretary for women affairs.
We don't have anything to call women, no department, nothing. And, I mean, part of the but is inclusivity. How can you do governance? Women are not involved. So, I wrote to Mr. President, inclusivity is part of your priority. You don't need to discriminate. He approved and appointed Mandate Secretary for Women Affairs. Do you know the jubilation of that? So now we can take our own case, our own problems to the Women Secretary for them to solve our problem. We're in school. You have a woman also talking about women, talking about youth, making provision to cater for them.
Mr. Let's just stay a little bit with the 70-30, scenario that you have created. Yeah. You have been called Mr. Project.
Yes.
You're doing existing projects. That's projects that have been approved before, and you're making sure that they are, finalized. Are you initiating some as well? Let me take the second one on board.
We're initiating some. Take, for example, I don't know why we should stay under this kind of roof. When I was chairman of council, my office is better than this place.
Oh, this particular room?
Yes. Oh. How will anybody not contemplate as FCT, the headquarters of the country? So, we are coming up with 10th floor. We are negotiating with George Berger. That's a project. And it's a project that Mr. President will, I can't see Minister of FCT stay in this kind of, you look at the environment.
Are you trying to make FCT like a mega city?
Let it be a city that people will say, yeah, this is a city. I don't want to use the word mega. But let it be a city that people say, have you been to Abuja and see it?
The second part of
I'm
that...
not in a competitive mood with anybody. Then, there's a life camp. You know the life camp?
That's where you have the seat of government.
You know the life camp? Yes. The traffic there is something else. So we're dualizing the road. I saw the width, 52 meters. I said, no, it's too expensive for me to go. And so it is to 32 meters. Yes, there's nothing wrong in 52, but you're also talking about the cost. The cost. So that's the project that will be part of our own budget this year. Again, we're trying to build terminal bus centers. We'll start with 3. So that all these problems of all these taxis and this and that, no, we have to reduce it. So when you have these bus terminals, You want to travel to Yaya, you go to the bus terminal. You want to travel to you go to so bus terminal. Let us see that the place is a city, is well organized. I know it is difficult. But with determination, with the commitment, and with the backing of Mr. President, we will achieve it.
Is that part of what we should expect in December as well?
No. You can't build a 3 bus terminals.
You can start with one.
No. Well, I don't promise what I will not fulfill. It will be the budget of next year.
You have been receiving some ambassadors.
Yeah.
What has been the takeaway from the ones that you have met from Cuba?
For me, yes, first of all, as a landlord, convention demands that they will come and pay a consequence. I owe that responsibility to provide security and conducive environment for them. Some of them may have some problems that relate with FCT that we need to solve as a foreign agent, as a foreign body. And then again, how we are going to partner in certain areas. Take like, for example, tourism.
Yeah.
We met with the chairman of the WHO worldwide who came here and who indicated that they want to partner with us. And one of the things we agreed was we want to establish a 5-star hotel, right? World class. And what is our own role to provide the land for them. We also we are going to, I was told I'm going to be part of the delegation with President to go to UAE. Part of what we're doing is that they also want to build a 7-star hotel. In fact, the team came in yesterday, and then we'll have further discussion when we get to United Arab Emirates. Then some have agreed to partner with us in terms of vocational and skill education, and then agriculture. But I've always said this. Mine is not just visiting me, signing. I want, tell me that we have to commence for so time, we have to commence. So we are going to have a visit back to the countries to sign with some of the companies that have indicated interest. We also go to Korea to finalize with the WHO on this 5-star hotel. So it's been, I would say, for now, it's been very positive, and we believe more will come, and it's part of what we're supposed to do.
Just a last one on your project.
That will be the last question.
Yes, but that's the last one. Your Excellency, you've talked about, projects that you can quickly achieve. But long term, in terms of this issue of taking Abuja off, when we look at the population, the metro line as it is now terminates at Church Gate. The metro line as it is terminates near the Church Gate here from the airport if you are coming in.
No, it starts from the...
It starts from the Church Gate.
Yes.
That's
but
where
it passes through a lot of communities.
Yes.
Yes. So there are train stations.
Yes.
Take, like, for example, Idu, like that, so
my question is, in the dream, perhaps, down the line, would you be thinking of perhaps it extending to the other side, where the population...
Yes, it's supposed to go from the ECOWAS down to Yaya, but it's very expensive. It is very expensive. Rail transport is good in order to reduce traffic and commute goods. But let's tell ourselves the simple reality. As it is today, this one we were doing, how many years now? This metro line from here to airport, how many years?
11.
I mean, so we must sit down, and that's where it should be a national project. FCT is not for only residents of FCT. FCT is for the entire Nigeria. So you can imagine now, if I want to do rail for 2 years or 3 years, I don't think we'll embark on any project again because of the cost. It's very astronomical. And when you look at the dollar component, it's not something you're going to put here. So when people talk about railway, it's only federal government actually. In terms of funding or backing.
Lagos funded it.
How can you compare? I mean, how can you compare a state that makes over 50 billion naira a month? You can take a loan.
And secure it against the IGR.
Yes, and secure it against the IGR. I'm struggling to get 20 billion. So I should go and do red line that will cost over 300 million US dollars.
Your Excellency, I think we've done enough on...
But it's necessary, very imperative. But if the federal government's okay, let's partner together. That's okay. What we want from FCT, 100 billion from you.
All right.
The other one we will pay. But not promise, you know, I will want the money to be in the bank. Because when I see the way the budget without releases from the government, no. Do you know what they gave to the FCT in 2023 budget? You know what they gave us? 17 billion. National budget.
17.
Now, how much was this? How much was this? 1 billion. So, down.
But you are doing well.
Well, because we are determined, because, okay, look at without, if the president did not remove us from TSA, how could we have been talking about projects? If the move from TSA has solved a lot of problems, what is going to happen for 2024? Because we're going to tie our IGR to funds coming from banks. So we don't need to wait. Variation won't come. Even if you are paying them monthly, they can come for variation. But if, for example, now, the bank gives me 300 billion, 400 as the case may be, and what do? I put all the money in the project. No variation will come. And in 2 years, you will have reduced the payment. And then you can say, okay, give me more funds. And you will see the astronomical growth in this city. Because one thing I assure Mr. President, that zeal, that my zeal, commitment, passion for work I did in River State will not lower here. Rather, it will increase. And that's what is happening in FCT today.
All right. Let's talk more about that zeal. And we'll flip the coin and look at the other side of it, which is politics. I hope you don't mind.
What is politics?
Let's talk about
reverse politics.
Yes.
Well,
let's talk about politics generally.
You want to time in
yes.
reverse?
As a matter of fact,
national politics. Why do you talk
Honourable
about
Minister,
was that politics
in
generally?
fact, is it true that the bone of contention or trouble broke loose when the governor of Rivers State made 3 appointments, which you said you did not approve of, and things went awry? Is it true?
How could anybody have said that? Can I know those 3 appointments?
They didn't give us the names of the appointments.
So how will I know which are the appointments for me to say that? And, you know, this is not correct. Let me tell you, I don't like ingrates. I can't stand it. I don't want to talk about this. When I see people talk, what is happening now is what if that fits very well in what Odili said in his book. Give a man power, money is when you will know the person. If you have not given a man power, money, don't say you know the person. He may be a friend. He may be a son. He may be a sister. He may be a mother. He may be a father. If he does not have money and power, you won't know him. It's only when you have given him money and power, then you know truly who this man or this woman is. I don't want to go into that. Nigerians know. I don't want to talk about it. All I'm saying, nobody's interested. Whether look, as a man who meant well, I know what most states are suffering in terms of debt. Let them go on record whether that I kept debt. Liability, let them check. Before I left office, the vehicles are there. Access Bank, 7 billion. Zenith Bank, 8 billion. How do you pay it? Collect 1 billion from IGR every month. And that was paid off by October. This month. I was paying pension and gratuity every month, which was not paid by my predecessors. I took Rivers State to the level that you can't discuss politics in Nigeria without talking about Rivers State.
Has it dropped the ball in any way?
You will assess. You can't talk about politics. Before I left, take for example, the hospital that was commissioned 3 days ago.
Yeah. The maxillofacial.
Go and ask contractors, when did they finish that hospital? It was finished February. I left in May. I was tired. I commissioned up to 27th of May. Even that was the day I flagged out Opopo Ring Road. I said, look, you have something for you to do 100 days. Take all these projects. This school, University of Port Harcourt Convocation, this one. So use it
to showcase
your 100 days. Politics came. No, why are you saying there is one? Why would you be saying consolidation and continuity?
Who said that?
What is it? Look, I'm the FCT minister. What do I want? Politicians will tell you, sign this. Politicians will tell you, sign this. Let anybody show. What we are saying is that put the political family that brought you to be together.
That's what you mean by don't touch my structure.
Yes. This is something you didn't even contribute to it. People to the structure helped you. And you just start within 100 days in office. You showed it clearly. And people are just talking about, oh, they say you should go 25%. You say you should, I just look at this word. Is that this word is?
Honorable Minister,
do you think Governor Fubara was acting like the same Fubara that you know all along that you have worked with? Or some politicians were killed behind him and probably holding him.
These are politicians out of the state. They have no chance.
Yeah, perhaps they realigned behind him.
Let me tell you, we are not to do what?
Behind him,
to do what? Now. To do what?
To get at you.
Just look, we are just starting. We are just starting politics. What you know, you know. What you don't know, you don't know. Look, everything is not about money. I was not a governor. I was an ordinary minister when I became a governor. I challenged the sitting governor and I defeated his candidate. Right? I was not carried by anybody like this and thrown there. I worked hard. Federal government fought me to the point that I couldn't have even done, I would have lost focus. You know what I passed through from 2015 to 2019? You know what I passed through in 2019 election? You know what I passed through? This one God gave you. No crisis for you. You are not the one importing crisis. Do you know what it means that as a governor, I'm not resting at home? Federal government fought me very badly. But the structure remained. We all agreed we must do this. What's the problem? God gave you something on a platter of gold. No crisis. Federal government is not fighting you. Nobody's at home fighting you. You are the one trying to create crisis for yourself. What kind of system is that? What kind of system is that? Who does that? Okay, no matter. Only ingrates that is in their blood that will support what is happening there. Only those who are natural ingrates. Forget about those you are seeing around. Those are people who couldn't come to the state because some of them, they say I refuse to make them governor.
Isn't that the cause of the problem? That those people now, because you are away from the state, they have seen an opportunity to own a sinful Bara governor.
I have no problem. You can own whomever you want to own. I have no problem. Look, in this politics, it's not the man who has the largest purse. In this politics, it's not the man who has the largest purse. The time for politics will come. I'm concentrating on achieving.
That's like second term.
The mandate.
Before second term.
Given to me by Mr. President. Let me tell you, when I was governor, look, my structure never one day. Nobody. This one is three months. 100 days. You show the world. Assuming do not consider. Do not consider. Anybody had wronged you to the point of no return. Assuming do not consider. Of what people did for you in 3 months, you showed their hand.
So we want
which was why
Your Excellency.
Which was why, because that question will keep reverberating, which is, you know Sim very well. The Sim that you know, do you think he is acting on his own volition or is acting some scripts written for him?
I have told you here.
Because a lot of people will tell you.
I said, I have told you here. Even you now, I claim I know you. Until I give you power money.
Are you give me both.
Until I give you power money. That is the only way you can know somebody. But like I told you, I'm not worried. I'm a politician.
Okay. Your Excellency.
I have what all it takes. Look.
All of this could affect your legacy as well.
It doesn't hurt legacy. Let me tell you. I don't worry myself when I see certain things on social media. The day I took decision, my team who took decision that was supporting you, the social media came down. They used this day, they used the rise, every point that nothing was not said about me. Nothing in this world that was not said about me. I said, well, it's a decision, it's a political decision I think will help our state. And today, our state is seeing now, people are seeing the benefit of supporting Aswadi Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I didn't take a wrong decision. Even that decision I took that time, it was terrible.
Your Excellency.
I saw what. So now, what you are seeing is that article group that said I made them to fail is talking good about him. Those that I didn't give them governorship, that's okay. That is not the wrestling ground.
So talking about
I
decisions,
use instrumentality of law to fight.
Your Excellency.
I don't use talks, militants. I don't use ethnicity to fight. No, I don't do that. Right. It's instrumentality of law.
Your Excellency.
And time will come.
All right, so Your Excellency, sir, talking about decisions, you talked about the decision of, supporting the, president now. Talking about your decision of, picking Simfubara to succeed you, do you have a cause to think, well, have I made the right decision?
Are you regretting it?
Difficult question. If you ask me truly, within what was available at that time, those who shoot themselves at that time, if I support any of them, the next day I would have been in trouble. They would have switched camp tattoo.
So you passed for 3 months then?
So your best option?
Well, at that time, that's what you should have. But we never knew. It would be in 3 months to scatter a political structure that built you up, to now begin to carry propaganda. Oh, this, oh, that. Now, let me tell you, you know what is painful? You know what is painful when you see these allegations, lie, that I was angry. Who and who sat with me that when he was picked? I was the governor. Did he buy from? Chambering, what I want to tell you, be grateful in life. In all circumstances.
Not that I'm not.
Not that this way, you know. Be grateful in your life, in all circumstances.
Sir,
I don't know that people bring politics when you are showing no.
Your Excellency.
You see, any politician I see, or any so-called elder, and I see around such person, I see you as an English. Nobody who is a gentleman, who is a politician that knows what politics is all about, will support that kind of thing. But we kept quiet. I told everybody, keep quiet. No? Okay, let me tell you. How? You have 31 members in the assembly. 31. 27 against you. 27 against you.
But some people will say what goes around comes around. That this is exactly what he did to Rotimi Amechi.
I was not with Amechi. Amechi didn't bring me to be governor. With due respect. With due respect.
He made you his chief of staff. He made you minister.
No, it's not true. I was the one that led the work for Amechi to be governor. With due respect. In 2007, yes. Are you not aware? Are you not aware? Yes. Even making me a minister, he went back to National Assembly to disqualify me through SSS, yes. Yeah, are you not aware? Did he bring me to be governor in 2015? He fought me. Even as a minister.
He made you his chief of staff.
Oh my God, what do you mean by that?
And then appointed you as the minister, representing the state.
No, you don't, because the time you don't have the time, so I don't want to tell you. But the point I'm making is that, look, I'm comfortable. My brother did not give me minister. He gave me minister of FCT. What am I looking for? But that does not mean I would allow anybody to crumble our political structure. It will not happen. Because nobody's talking about their governance. Go ahead. Let me tell you, I challenge anybody. All the roads, all projects you are seeing there, I laid the foundation. I said, listen, for your second tenure, look, the ring road, I passed it as governor in a executive council meeting. I said, you must do this road as you are coming. I took him to Wiesbaden in Germany with the Commissioner of Works, Director of Procurement, to go and negotiate with Jonas Becker. I said, look, if you do this ring road, your second tenure, you are short. If I meant bad, I told him, go and borrow money from Jonas Becker, from Zenith Bank. Pay Jonas Becker, let them be deducting from you every month. Jonas Becker said you will do it in 3 years, which means that is a year leading to your election. Nobody will challenge you in Rivers State. If I have no good intention, I will not do it.
I remember asking you the same question too. But did you sanction this impeachment?
Who's impeaching? No, let me tell you, if you cannot, when you answer, you see, you have to be careful. Why would look, if they are impeaching you, did you call me? Assuming I'm the one who plotted it, for example. Did you call me, sir, they want to impeach me? Is that why you send people to go and burn the Hollow Chamber? Is impeachment done one day? Impeachment process, is it a one-day affair? Then you raise ethnic politics. We have never had it like this before. For an ethnic group to come and say this.
We've seen you together after that time. We thought you've made up.
Will anybody stop me from going to functions?
So that was a photo ops.
I'm not interested.
He has apologized.
Listen, no, it's not true. Mr. President, you see, anything that will make me not to respect Mr. President can never, it's not there. All these things you are saying, him dancing around, is because Mr. President said, Minister, do this, you go and do this. He disobeyed President. That President, disobeyed Vice President. Look, politics is not, when the law speaks, Togri will run away. When the law speaks, militants will run away. When the law speaks, ethnicity will run. The law has not spoken.
Have you foreclosed any amicable resolution of this?
Did I tell you I had any problem? All I'm saying, this is a structure that brought you. Be fair to them. Be fair to the structure that brought you. No, you see, even those who were opposed to you, you are insulting those. You know, look, nobody said you're the governor. But you must understand that people had sleepless nights. People told you, you don't just throw them away like that. It is too early. I've never seen this happen anywhere. First of all, you have portrayed yourself, you have told Nigerians, this is who I am. Some people even pretend that about 1 year, 2 years, they don't understand me and show their true color. 3 months. No, there's nothing you can say in this world, though. Let me tell you, there's nothing you can say. Nobody is supporting you there. It's just they are supporting you because they think that they are fighting Wike. It's not that they are
Your Excellency, talking
about as if that is what you mean. It's a lie.
Your Excellency.
All those who cannot fight me and now come here radio, I will still win them.
Your Excellency.
At the appropriate time, I will win.
Your Excellency.
Mark it today. Mark it today.
Appropriate time being one is good for second
I
term.
don't know. Mark it today. You will see. You will see. You see. Well, what? See, that is language I normally tell them. If it didn't day, it didn't day. You don't know what it means. Leave it. I have respected Mr. President, Mr. Vice President. I will not do anything. I have not kept quiet.
Well, what all of this leads to is that if this crisis is to end, it has to be the decision of the two of you. You as the elder person.
I don't know
to forgive him.
You as the elder person. Don't you think it is incumbent on you, because you are the one who brought him and introduced him to the people of Rivers as your successor?
Hold on.
Doesn't that put the responsibility on you to reach out to him as the elder brother?
People will carry propaganda. For example, the one that is spreading the news. Oh, I brought the sheriff. I removed sheriff. I brought secondary. I removed secondary. Who's interested in that kind of rubbish? Who's interested in that? I brought sheriff. He want to undo us. As a politician, I will not survive it. He brought secondary. He want to plot to undo us. I should fold my hand. I mean, nonsense. Nonsense. No amount of ethnic sentiment will change us. Who will come? You will see. You will see who politics in the state. It's small. Take it easy. No amount of blackmail. No amount of this. I'm not worried. Have you ever seen me issue statement one day? Have you ever seen me issue statement one day? All those propaganda abused me. That was the same time. That was how I was abused. By the time when we were bringing in, they said it's not a proper job.
Your Excellency.
Now they have not said, oh, as I want a job. No problem. All right. Time will come.
Your Excellency, if you look at your phone and Governor Fubara is calling, will you pick?
If Governor calls you, you don't pick. I'm a loyal River citizen. I'm a very loyal person. Maybe you don't know me very well. If you know me very well, you know what look, one thing you can look, people may hate me, it's not my business, but what I can never stand is English. Take for example, Aswaju made me Minister of FCT. I've heard so many things people talk at the back. In fact, I was talking with you was over there. He was telling me that people say, oh, they're empowering me, who knows 2027. I said,
was it when he came for his cooking lessons?
You don't need to ask me why. I said, Chief, people don't have character. I have character. What will happen in 2027? I stood and I said, I'm not going to support this injustice. I was threatening they would do me this, they would do me that. Retired military generals.
Some people are alleging that you are still in PDP to wreck that party.
Oh, what is that?
That you have one leg in PDP and one leg in APC.
You must be alive before they wreck you now. And somebody that is dead that you wreck. Hold on, no, don't cut me short. Hold on, don't cut me short. Sorry,
okay.
I will not. So, I stood firm with my friends. This is injustice. We will not allow it. We will not allow it. I will never collected a dime. The president is there. Some people would have gone to the president and said, sir, to keep this G5, we need such amount of money. We never collected 1 naira. I challenge anybody. When we took a decision that we support Mr. President, we went to him, said, sir, we will support you. We have looked at the two people from the side. You are the winnable candidate. Not on sentiment. Not on religious background. My friend is a reverend. Yes. I don't know. I want to wear my vote. I want to wear River State to be relevant and somebody who will lead Nigeria very well. So, now, I never knew, okay, even if I knew, okay, maybe be minister, I assume it. I never knew you would give me FCT minister, right? Now you give it. Now somebody is now, you know, politicians are terrible. This seat you are saying sitting here, I'm sitting here. Look, there are some people who are not happy from ethnic background. There are some people with religious background who are not happy. There are some people on party line, they are not happy. So they hit you here, they hit you here, they hit you here, they carry all kinds of information. And they say, oh, Wike will run against Tinubu. Hey, people don't have character at all. So you look at me, after being FCT minister, I'm going to collect form. Under which party? It will be APC. That I collect the form from APC. And look at Tinubu, I want to run against you. I mean, people don't have character. Or I go to PDP. They give me form. I want to run against. I mean, these are political talent harlots who have no character. I have character. I would have changed. In the southeast and south presidential election, where did Tinubu win? Only Rivers. I challenge anybody. Did they bring money for us for him to win there? And people, instead of you to focus on achievement, focus on people who are committed to supporting the man to achieve. You are focusing on irrelevant propaganda. When you hear, we get fear. So you know, I said it to stop you from asking any nonsense question. They say you will run. They say somebody will bring me to be VP. To who? Understanding that the South should be president. Then you want to bring me to be VP back. So why did I stand for the South to be president? Or you make me to a presidential candidate, and then you think that the North will support me. They say, no, let the people finish his second term. But if it's me now, go and run 8 years. You must know the political realities. So nobody should sell those kind of dummy to people. It's useless dummy and for people who don't have brain. At my level in politics today, you come and sell such dummy to me. You are liked. Come and save us. Save you to where?
Honorable Minister, our time is fast spent, and we just have to probably call it a day here, but just give us your party shots in, say, 60 seconds.
Well, for me, I thank you, and all I need to emphasize is that all of us are Nigerians. We should change we should change the narrative and support the president so that we will achieve. You know, one thing I've always told people, even though opposition will say, well, if the man does well, do we have opportunity, you understand me, to contest election? No. Yeah, you are business. He should do well, so Nigerians will not continue to suffer. Don't be selfish. Because at the end of it, the president does not do well. Who is losing? Nigerians. Then we start all over again. I mean, supporting. Time for election will come. You have issues to say, look, this is why this should not be, this is why this should not be. But not to say, no, let the government fail so that I will have opportunity to come. I've never seen that kind of selfish interest. Now they should continue to go down simply because you want to run president in 2027. So Nigeria shouldn't, the economy should not improve. The masses should continue to suffer. So you use it as a factor to be voted for. I've never seen such kind of politics. So Nigerians should support us. The residents of Nigeria should know that we mean well for them. Nobody will come here to make anybody to suffer. Nobody will come here to do that. I work very hard for River State. I feel, look, what I did in River State, even our assets, I fought up to Supreme Court. Up to our assets.
It's us being APC or PDP. You say Nigerians should support us. Is that APC or PDP?
Nigerians should support the administration of Bola Tinubu, so we can leave this economic hardship. Why do you people always emphasize PDP?
No, we need to be.
We don't know where you just resist. Can you just?
No. Okay.
We have to go now.
Okay, let me go. I belong for Tinubu to succeed.
Okay, sir. All right.
Anything that will make Tinubu to succeed, that's where I am.
Let's leave it there, sir. Thank you so much.
And that's why I voted for him, and we voted for him. So we cannot change that now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right. Chevrolet, it's been a long day.
Yes, indeed. It's been a pleasure to have His Excellency. Yes, he's spoken about quite a number of issues. So we do hope that moving forward, we'll be back to take a look at some of those projects and see if it is what His Excellency has said it will be. And sure, the same thing for all the other ministers, we reckon, so because they signed an MOU with the people. So we have to thank everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Chevrolet.
Your Excellency is always a delight speaking to you.
Don't provoke him.
From concept to actuality, you have put a bridge. You are called Mr. Project. We continue to put an eye on those projects.
Thank you. And of course,
Vintage Nyesom Wike. I've not met you before. This is the first time I will be meeting you.
Oh, really?
But I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Wow. Thank you very much. Welcome to the phone. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. My name is Benga Ruleva. We'll see you around.
Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned.
For half a decade, audacious riders and drifters have come together for one cause. The ultimate audacity.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. Do you struggle with having an active and healthy lifestyle due to your busy schedule? Do you find it's difficult to make it to the gym? You want to improve your overall health, but don't know where and how to start? Medical experts agree that walking, running, and jogging are amongst the best ways to stay fit and enjoy a great active and healthy lifestyle. What if there was a convenient and affordable way to improve your health, improve your mood, and lose weight right in your own home? Introducing the SportX Digital Compact Treadmill. The compact foldable treadmill